Paint tight, whole system like Pablo. CRM clean, got the tags in rows. Pipeline full and the cash still grows. Reputation stacking, now I'm back for stars. I sent one link, now I'm 5 so far. Chat on the site like whoa.
What it do? What it do? What it do?
Text blast heat, open rates on beats.
What's going on? What's going on with you, my Jasmine? How you feeling today?
I am good. How are you, Jermel?
I can't complain. Can't complain. As we said, I'm Jermel Reese. That is my Jasmine Foster, and we are Potboiler Connect. You know what I'm saying? We are definitely in the building today. You know what I'm saying? And we are back with another podcast special with another special guest. You know what I'm saying? We are happy to be able to have her here. And you know, if you want to give a little brief down about how you met her, how we met her, and how we've been just building with her business and all that good stuff, you go ahead and do the countdown. You know, you real good at bringing people in.
So this lovely, beautiful lady listen, y'all need to check her out. If y'all got locks, hit up Shonda Locs in Kenosha. She did mine when I was figuring out what I was trying to do, but she had me cute and ready for our weekend of business that we needed at a short notice. And from there, just been having a connection, even from afar, even though we didn't talk every day. Social media definitely keep you connected in so many ways, but it's been a pleasure working with Shonda. So with further ado, we're going to bring in Miss Shonda Locs. That ain't her last name, but that's her business name.
Let's go. Her last name is Locs. Yeah.
But I'm going to go with it.
You know what I'm saying? We finna start. That's your last name now. You got the coolest last name in the world. Her last name is Locs. You know what I'm saying? So she was born to do this.
We gonna roll with it though.
Yeah. Hey, look, we just gonna say she was born to do this out the womb, but last name Locs, already ready to go. We already knew what she was gonna be when she grew up. She was gonna be doing locks. So hey, for real.
I actually went through several career changes before I got to that, but that sounded so good. So we're gonna roll with it.
Yeah. You started doing her as soon as you came out the womb to the tomb. It came out Locs already. So shoot, that's how we jamming today, Sean. How you doing? How you been doing?
I am well, Jermel. How are you?
Doing great. I'm doing great. I cannot complain ever. And so we just gonna get off into a little bit of your journey, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, we definitely glad to be able to have you here. And just being able to talk about how you got started in the business that you're doing, and you know what keeps you going in this business. So just give a little bit of intro of who you are, where you at, and you know how you got started and what it is that you're doing.
Well, I kind of like your intro. I said was gonna roll with it, but nah. I gotta folks the truth now.
Yeah. We gotta give a little bit of the origin story. That's what we got, the origin story.
The truth. Right. Okay. So my brand name, Shonda Locs. I'm only gonna say this once. My government name is Lashonda Carrdine, aka Lashonda Locs. I am originally from Chicago, Illinois. West Side, as a matter of fact. Let nobody listen. So this is what I don't like, right? Because now folks acting like the West Side ain't a part of Chicago. Like it's like out West Illinois. Like what's that? No, I'm from the West Side of Chicago.
Right. It's a difference between out West and the West Side.
Actually, they are one and the same. They're just trying to cut out West out from Chicago. It's one and the same. No, it's one and the same. Let's get it's Chicago. It's West Side of Chicago, K-Town, as a matter of fact. But how I ended up in Kenosha was I was doing pop-ups at Ray's Barbershop in Kenosha once a month, and I just so happened to be scrolling through what was the name of it? Craigslist, and this shop popped up. So I called the person who just so happened to be a fellow Chicagoan, lived in the city but owns this building out here. And make a long story short, that's how Natural Styles by Shonda Locs came about. That happened in 2017, and it is now 2025. So what that is, 8 years?
8 years. Yep.
Matter of fact, this is November. So yeah, 8 years. 8 years.
Look at that.
Listen, y'all. If y'all
Yep.
are in Kenosha or Northern Lake County, any of that area, y'all need to check Shonda out. Like for real. The environment in there is so nice. Her area, she do wash hair. You ain't let me just put that out there.
No,
She
wait,
wash
wait, wait, wait. Let me correct you. We shampoo hair, locks. You
okay.
wash clothes. We
There you
shampoo.
go. Yeah, come
It's a
on, come on,
difference.
educate us. Come on,
Clean,
educate
she
us.
cleans
It's a
your
difference.
hair before she styles it.
Definitely.
Yeah, y'all get where I'm
Definitely.
going.
Yeah,
Definitely. Each and
that's
every client. Yeah, that's a part of the service. Each and every client, if you're getting lock started or if you're just coming for maintenance, doesn't even matter what type of maintenance, we're gonna shampoo your hair before we put our hands in it. Excuse me, because that protects the client as well as a stylist, and that's a whole experience. Like to have somebody shampoo,
Yeah.
like that's the
That
whole.
massage, that scalp massage, baby.
So basically, I tell people and my clients, y'all will actually agree to this. You know, it's honestly the service is all in the shampoo bowl. Like everything, the magic happens at the shampoo bowl. What I do outside of the bowl is like extra.
yeah. Yeah, that's real talk. I mean, definitely nowadays they have definitely taken the shampoo out of the game. Make you have to pay a little extra for the shampoo, which is crazy because
And you shouldn't, and you should not, because that's a service that everybody should provide. Like, who want to put their hands in some dirty hair? You don't know where that client been, prior to walking into the salon or walking into your place of business. You don't know how long it's been in between. Well, if it's not a consistent client, you
right.
wouldn't know how long it's been in between. Well, my clients are pretty loyal, so I pretty much know.
When the last time they got it, yeah,
It's a layer of protection. Number one, you're ensuring a thoroughly clean scalp and hair. And we have locks. We have
yeah,
locks. Locks is different from individual strands of hair. Locks can literally be houses for so many, or I'm not houses, should I say mansions or estates for so many different things, oil, dirt.
yeah,
I'm not trying to go there
for
on this
sure,
podcast, but
for
you get
sure,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Bugs,
So
you can say it.
I
Clean.
was not trying to say it, but
I'm saying it.
Yeah, for
Wash
yes.
sure.
So
stuff.
yeah, so we make sure we, provide that to literally each and every single person that walks through the doors. It protects, the client, guys, as well as me, because well, first of all, if you got bugs in your hair, ain't nobody touching you. I'm sorry. You're gonna exit stage left the same way you walked in. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you to go to the hospital where they can properly treat what's going on in your head. And after you leave, I'm gonna close down, tell everybody else to go and fumigate.
Facts, facts,
You
straight up
got
though,
to.
for real.
Yeah.
That's a
But
whole different ball game. It's a
it
whole
is.
different ball game. It's a
It
whole different.
is.
So let me ask you this. So like, what got you started in doing what it is that you're doing?
Okay, so what got me started in doing locks? This
Yeah.
journey actually started in 2013, 2014 when I was working for corporate America. At that time, I was working for Illinois Department of Public Aid. I was um, kind of sort of like a social worker for a division of the Department of Public Aid for aid to the aged, blind, and disabled, AABD. So that would be like, your senior citizens, you're disabled, you're blind and you're deaf, those who cannot provide for themselves, those who need like, excuse me, nursing homes or different types of homes, group homes or whatever. So I was all in corporate America, all up in the Illinois Department of Public Aid business doing that, nowhere near doing hair. But at the time I had just started my locks and I was doing my hair. And everybody was complimenting me on my hair, like, hey, I like your hair. Can you do mine? I'm like, oh yeah, I could do mine. I don't know about doing yours. So I found this school that was on the south side of Chicago called Christian Fields Natural Hair Academy, who actually gave lock classes, and they did licensed lock classes. In the state of Illinois, they have what's called a hair braider's license, which is like a 300 credit hour license that you can actually take instead of going the whole 1,500 for a cosmetology license. So, and that's just for hair braiders, and locks fall up under that particular category. So I went there, took the class, and oh wait, before I did that, I got laid off. Apply for unemployment.
That's how it work, ain't it? That's what happened.
Right, them parts is important to tell. Yes, to get that testimony out.
Let me backtrack on that. So got laid off. Filed unemployment. Attended Christian Fields. In the middle of me attending school, learning my craft, learning what I'm doing now, I got cut off from unemployment and public aid. On public aid, because of course I had, my son at the time. He was, in grade school. You know what I mean? So yeah, all of that happened. So while I'm attending Christian Fields, trying to learn this new trade. So while I was there, just like how you do if you at a restaurant and you eating good, and the waiter comes and give you the bill and you ain't got the money to pay, what you gotta do?
Hey, you gotta start washing dishes or something.
Bam! So guess what I did?
Start washing dishes.
I started washing hair.
Hey, look at that. Talk about that. You start shampooing her.
Coming back full circle on the shampoo moment. So I started shampooing hair because Christian Fields was also a salon. It was a bi-level salon. It had like 1, 2, 3, 4. It had 5 shampoo bowls. I was running that sucker. That was my business while I was learning and running that shampoo bowl, being a shampoo assistant, paid for my continued education so I could learn the trade. And then paid for, food to go on me and my son's stomach, paid for rent and everything else. Now, I wasn't a full stylist. I was still at the shampoo bowl, just shampooing. Every client that came through the doors. And this is a very high-end salon on the south side of Chicago, extremely high-end salon. It had about a good 15 stylists in there, all doing pretty much anything from, of course, locks. Everybody did locks, braids, and you even had some old school stylists up in there with the Marcells that, still gave perms and whatnot. You know what I mean? It was a full service salon. So yeah, that shampoo bowl, I did that for 9 months. And then Chris said, I'm tired of you pimping my salon bowls. It's time for you to get behind the chair. And I'm like, well, I got so comfortable, behind the salon bowls, at the, running that. He was like, yeah, I know, but that ain't no job. That's a shampoo bowl, and you running it like it's a business, and it's not.
Right? So it's the shampoo bowl.
He's like, you didn't pay me in classes to learn how to run a shampoo bowl. Thank you, because you took care of everybody's clients up in here, but it's time for you to sit behind the chair. So that's where I got my start at Christian Fields. Stayed there a year. 2015, I left there to bring everything that I learned back to the west side of Chicago and continue growing there. One of my longtime good friends, Kenyatta Turner, she goes by the name of Lyrical Lioness. She is a poet, very, very, very wide known poet, especially in Chicago, who now lives here in Kenosha Racine area. And I was actually just coming out here to do her hair. And she was like, well, my friend has a barbershop. You might as well, rent a chair while you're down here and make some money since you're just coming down here to do my hair. And that's how it started, the pop-ups. And seen this on Craigslist, told that story earlier. So here I am. So that was 8 years ago?
Yeah.
So yeah. That's how Shonda Locs started.
The cool thing, and I must say this, I remember when I first went and saw like your side, and then you took me to the barbershop side, and I like how the two work hand in hand, because if they're getting a locks done over there with you, then they just go through the door and there's a barbershop and they can get their stuff. Like that's what made me go back and get your mail. Like, hey, you gotta check out you gotta check this place out.
Yeah.
Like they got it
So
all
that's my
together.
good
And
friend, great friend, Alvin Owens, who's the owner of the barbershop right next door. Now, funny story, I met him in Chicago. I had no clue he had ties to Kenosha. No clue. That barbershop actually used to be it used to be an art gallery. The person who painted this mural, Scott Terry, also from Racine, awesome artist. He used to have an art gallery right next door where the barbershop is now. Unfortunately, he had to close during COVID because, it's an art gallery. It relied on people actually walking in the doors and coming to see the art. So, COVID just...
Yeah, that eliminated that.
It eliminated that completely. So he actually had to close the doors on the art gallery. He actually reopened later on that year, but he reopened in Racine at this place that was like twice the size of next door. So, blessing in disguise, how that works, But Alvin, whose father used to work for what car industry was here in Kenosha at one time? Anyway, I think it was Ford, one of them. Anyway, his family lives here. So Alvin came down here on the grand opening of Mahogany Gallery. I'm just mingling with the people. I turn around and bump into Alvin. I'm like, what the hell are you doing here? And he's like, what you mean? My folks live right up the street. All of these people is my people. And I'm like, whoa. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, that is so cool. So since he was coming out here anyway, because his father lived down the street, when Scott Terry had to unfortunately close Mahogany Gallery, I reached out to Alvin and was like, hey, did you still want to open a shop? I know you were looking in Chicago. What about Kenosha? What about across the street from where you work anyway? Because he's also the founder of the Exceed Beyond High School. They were taking kids to HBCUs anyway on spring break. He's the guy that does that. So I'm like, you're right across the street. This would be perfect. So that's how Regimen Barber Collective came about. You know what I mean? And he opened on the day of things just went batshit crazy, excuse my French, here in Kenosha on August 25th, 2020, the day that Jacob Blake got shot.
Yeah.
And that was the grand opening of his shop. He closed it, went downtown, got the protesting with the rioters, and next thing you know, Regimen Barber Collective was turned into like Media Central. All the media outlets were here. Biden came here. Jesse Jackson came here. Like, if anything and everything that was covered about the riots here in Kenosha, it was covered right here. So
yeah, that's crazy. That was a different time for sure. Definitely to live it, be there, type of thing. It's crazy. But I'm glad that everything has turned, and the what can be back normal has turned normal, and the growth that Kenosha is doing across the board, really looking nice down there.
Era was a pivot for Kenosha, especially for this particular spot that I'm in. It was a major pivot for the better. Literally put this particular spot on. So now we're like a major hub here in Kenosha. Like, it's a place where people know that they're going to be safe. They can come, sit, chill. We have an area where you can just come in.
What's the address to where you are?
So Natural Styles by Shonda Locs is 1341 52nd Street here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. And Regimen Barber Collective is 1345 52nd Street in Kenosha, Wisconsin. We are separate shops, but we are connected in every way imaginable.
Yeah.
Like you walk through that door, you right there in the next shop. You know what I'm saying? You right
literally walk through the door. It's like we have different fields. It's different fields, but it's a good feel in both
The
shops.
vibe is really good. Like I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like seriously, if y'all in the area, go check it out. Get your hair cut, get your shampoo, get your locks done, whatever you
Yeah.
need.
Come sit, chill,
Seriously,
engage in the conversation that we have
yeah.
going on. Like, just soak up the
Shonda got this
vibe.
good smelling concoction that she got.
It is not a
Them
concoction.
oils,
So what I do is I
it
blend
smells
herbs
good.
together. I
I wish
blend.
we had some of them pictures of some of that stuff that you got going up. Like I really want to show people like you lay it down. I done seen your reels, like you know what I'm saying. You pouring the whole thing. Oh man, when I tell you it's the experience, boy, it looked like a
Yeah.
whole.
It really
I
does
think I'm
smell
going
good
to
though.
record because I have to make some more, another big batch anyway. I think
Okay,
I'm going
cool.
to record myself making the herbal rinse, showing what herbs because I do actually change it according to the seasons.
Okay.
Depends on the herbs and seasonal herbs and stuff like that. But yeah,
Nah, man.
So I wanna go off into what you're not that you're not doing this, but you came to us. So for those watching, Shonda came to us
Mhm.
for a additional adventure that she's doing. And I love the concept of it because you're taking what you're doing and educating others on how they can start having a different kind of income that's a little bit longer so you're not behind the chair for long. So if
Mhm.
you can
Right.
tap into that to do a
Okay.
little spin, give it a little spice
Yeah.
to what it is that you're doing now.
Okay, so basically, enough about Natural Styles by Shonda Locs. Let's get into Shonda Locs Travel Boss. So last year, I signed up with a company that allows you to be an independent travel agent as well as a network marketing rep. With this company, it allows me to earn residual and passive income without me having to, physically work for it. Because obviously, standing behind the chair, y'all got to know, shampoo bowl, that's physical work, right?
100%.
Um, and I'm literally in my salon a good 10 to 12 hours a day. I take anywhere between 6 to 8 clients a day. I used to do way more than that, but sister girl getting old, child. So, I had to slow down a little bit. I'll be 50 next year, so I had to slow down a little bit. And actually, it's because of that fact. The fact that I'll be 50 next year is the reason why I got into this travel business. So with this travel business, I'm able to earn passive and residual income. I earn passive income by booking travel and earning commission off the travel that I book, including my own travel. And with the residual income, that's basically selling my product, which is the independent travel agent business, to anyone who wants to be a travel agent as well. Now, how this actually ties into my salon business, or basically the beauty industry, is what industry period is. We travel. You know, we travel. We travel for our clients. We travel for ourselves. You know what I mean? We travel for work. We travel for pleasure. We travel. Everybody travels.
Right.
Clients that sit in my chair, I'm always doing their hair for what? A trip. Where they going?
Mm-hmm.
Where,
Yep, that's how I ended up there. I don't even hold you. That's exactly how we had a back-to-back weekend of
yep,
business, and I'm like, "We going to this a fashion show that we're in it, and I need my hair done." And yes, you're right.
exactly. You flying out of town. I get people that sit in my chair for the first time that's flown into town for a wedding, a funeral, a graduation, anything, and they didn't have time to get their hair done back home. So somebody told them about me here, and they were,
Mhm.
able to look up and get an appointment, and there they are. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
travel, and it's something I love to do too. I like to travel too whenever I can. Pride myself from behind the chair if my clients ever allow me to, because it really is up to them.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta ask permission. Can I go? Can I? Well, let me
Right.
check. Let me check and make sure I don't need my hair done that week. No,
That part.
seriously.
Mhm.
It's just something. It only made sense to me. It's something that everybody does. You know what I mean? So why not get into the business? And the fact that it does not take, me all day to work this business. I can literally only devote 15 minutes at the minimum, at the max an hour a day. You know what I mean? And then I've made additional money,
Right.
that day. 15 minutes, that means I'm on, booking or helping a person open their business while my client is under the dryer.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or I'm talking to somebody about the travel business, or talking to somebody about where they want to go while my client is processing their color.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the little pockets of time that I have here and there, I've actually found a way to monetize it
Yeah.
and
And
maximize it.
do this. I want you to do this for people because I don't think sometimes people do understand this, right? How important it is to understand that residual income that can be coming in all the time versus that physical work that you have to be able to do.
So
Like
yeah,
break
you're
it
right. A
down.
lot of people don't know the difference between residual income, passive income, and let me throw in what I do on a regular basis, which is active income.
Mm-hmm.
Active
Mm-hmm.
income is what I do behind the chair. I have to physically use my hands in order to make that money. I have to physically service a client in order to earn, you know? So that's active income. Passive income is basically earning an income where you have a system that's already in place.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is the minimal work,
Right.
and you're getting paid for that minimal work that you did. With passive income, that's me being an independent travel agent, and that passive income is paid to me in the form of a commission.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the work that only takes, like I say, minimum 15 minutes. At
Yeah.
most hour, if I'm putting in an hour's work, you better believe that commission is coming with a comma.
Right.
Um,
Right. Right.
Now, residual income is the income that's paid to you, whether you have done something for it or not. It's something that's paid to you every single month,
Mm-hmm.
or it could be paid to you annually, monthly,
Yeah.
bi-monthly. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's residual. You're getting paid for it every single month. It grows and grows and grows. So
Mm-hmm.
the residual income is actually the income I make by helping people start their own travel business.
Right.
With each and every person that I help, start a business, each and every time they go out and book travel, they get paid, and I get paid half of what they get paid. So that's money that I've actually earned, and I didn't even have to work for it. I don't even know
Right.
the person who booked. You
Right.
get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we
Right.
call sleep money.
Right.
That's
Right.
residual.
So
And oh, go ahead, my
go
Jasmine.
ahead,
Go ahead.
go ahead, go ahead, because you're probably finishing this, and I'm moving like to something. So go ahead and finish your
Yeah.
part.
And so, I definitely wanted you to break that down because I think so many times as not only as um barbershops, people, everybody in that industry gets really caught up in the physical work that they're doing, and they
Right. We all
don't.
make, yep,
Yeah, you know what I'm
active
saying.
income.
And never learn how to. The word that you use is a very important. Systems, right? Systems in place to be able to do the behind the scenes work that needs to be done. The behind the scenes work, like how you've been doing with working the systems and stuff like that. I've been seeing your website. It takes you a little time to build a website, but you only got to build this one time. And
True.
once you build this, then it's on automation. And like you said, it's automating and doing that type of flow for you. And I'm really glad that you're doing this because and we're doing this with you because we find so many times that working with beauticians and barbers and trying to be able to help them that they don't understand this part of it. And I've worked inside of a shop before doing hair. I was shampooing hair and doing stuff like that and learned kind of like the ins and outs of it. And the one thing that I found in it was it's like you have to have something that's going to be able to residually get you somewhere because you can't use your hands forever. Your hands are,
True.
what I'm saying, that pull and all that on your wrist and stuff after a while it's gonna be a lot. So Shonda, I just wanted to tell you, like, that's game what you just gave to somebody, because in your industry, I swear it's hard to explain, but I'm glad it's coming from somebody like you. So my Justin, go ahead and yeah, for real, like it's a challenge trying to explain it to a beautician or a barber. Like they look at you like, yeah, whatever, dude. Like I hear you, but whatever, bro. But go ahead, my Justin.
It was pretty much on the line of what you guys were talking about. So like I said earlier, Shonda came to us with marketing things, not necessarily us to be her marketer, but the fact that you recognize that what you were getting into, it was something else that you needed. And the growth so far with you starting, like I said, I see your post, I see what you're doing. Listen, y'all, this girl got an ebook on how to do this.
Absolutely.
When I tell you,
if there's any stylists or if any barbers out there listening to this podcast and they're questioning like how, because I get people that ask me how am I able to make money in, the travel industry and keep up with what I'm doing behind the chair, because literally what we do behind the chair, it exhausts us. It's physical. Right. It's exhausting, but it's also learning how to maximize what you already have going on. See, the thing is, we are network marketers as stylists.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We already have a network built.
Y'all in touch with everybody. Everybody.
We are network marketers. Whether you want to admit it or not, we are. You know what I mean? We use the old school grassroots advertisement. We're at network marketers. So it's literally teaching people how to tap into the network that they've already established for themselves, since they already coming to us, getting their hair done and going out, you know what I mean? And traveling anyway. And they're using all these different .coms to book their travel. You know what I mean? Commission is already built into travel. Right. Everything is already built into it. So instead of going on to orbit.com and, booking your hotel room through there, and then you letting that commission go to Lord knows who, you don't know who. You know what I mean? At least you're patronizing somebody that you already have a trusted relationship with. Your hairstylist. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So not only can I make you look good on your trip, but I can also help you save money on your trip. You get what I'm saying? And that's how I'm able to maximize or draw additional streams of income out of what I'm already doing. So behind my chair, not only do I make one string of income, I make passive and residual. So that's 3 strings of income. You know what I mean? But in the opportunity that I have, that 3 streams of income is paid so many different times, so many different ways. It's crazy. So, and is that I'm not trying to be 60 behind that chair? I'll be 60 next year. I want to do what my clients doing.
Travel. And does that?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and does that? You know what I'm saying? Like with what you're doing right now, does that? When you building your team, is that something that you're gonna be teaching your team?
Absolutely. I have to teach my team in order for me to build, or in order for me to grow. I will have to pass on what I know or what I've learned down to them.
Yeah.
That only makes it right. I would have to actually simplify it for them. So whatever I'm going through, whatever hurdles I've already went through for me to get to where I'm at right now, let me just give them the game right now. You know what I mean? So they could just bypass those hurdles and just be gone, you know? Yeah. So they can build residual income and passive income for themselves as well. So they can earn, several streams of income. So when they step from behind their chair, that income doesn't stop. Now, if I stop working behind that chair, if I don't have any clients coming in, I don't have an income.
Yeah. Right. That's that part.
So how do we get an income even if our clients aren't coming in? And in the climate that our country is in right now, that day is coming very soon, because the very first budget cut that people usually make when, if they need to stretch out and make do, what do you usually cut?
Your hair.
You gonna cut the fact that you gotta go to the barber shop and you gonna get them clippers and get to your
You gonna start lining up. Yeah, you gonna start learning how to do your hair. You gonna learn how to do all that other stuff. Yeah, because you save money on doing that type
You're
of stuff.
saving money on
and
it.
it go
So
your
we
nails
are
and
always the first.
Yep.
We're always the first thing that people cut when it comes to budgeting.
I never thought about that, but you're right.
Yeah. So with that being said, now is the time, like really, now is the time for you to, get to working and establishing, creating those additional lines of income for yourself. You know what I mean? That don't require you to actually have to stand behind a chair, and it don't take up as much time as it does for you to make the money as you do standing behind a chair.
So I want to tap on some of the things that you said. You said, okay, so they're in a chair, and you talked about 3 streams of income. But I'm listening, and I'm like, Shonda got more than 3 streams of income right there, right? So you're physically doing the hair. You got travel agent part, right? You got a book, right? This chick got an affiliate with us too, right? So that's another stream of income. Like you knocking out, you gonna get to 7 in a minute, and it just keep growing because you got one ebook right now, and that's just for how to do this part, right? The talent that you have and the more stuff that we see, of course, brings more ideas. Because I'm sitting here like, okay, you done gave us, like, I knew a little of your story. Like, we talked about your story, but I didn't know your story like this. So it's just like, it's just so cool to hear. And like you said, being creators that we are, you just continue to get more and more creative as you're doing this, especially when you have a system. Like the fact that, like I always say, you knew what you wanted, you came to us, we got you squared away, you see how it works, you're working it. If I don't say anything else about you, like you are one person who came in, did the work. Like you didn't make no excuses, nothing. You did it. If you got a problem, I'd be like, dang, did we fix that for her? Because they be like, oh, did we fix it?
Right.
She's doing her part.
I'm sorry, I'm a go-getter. That's one thing about me. No matter what I'm
Don't
doing,
be sorry.
I'm a go-getter. I'm gonna go out there and get what I need to make whatever I'm doing work. So
I like. But the thing is that I do like the fact of any of your ideas or creations, you know that you have a system that can run all of your stuff is what my point of it is. Like even like I said, you have really good products there that you use in hair. If you ever decided to like put that on and sell it, you have another way of like doing it physically and behind. I know if I'm manifesting it, that mean I know something. That means it's coming if I said it. If you don't know who I am,
I said it is coming.
It's coming. And that's why you're laughing, because you and I haven't had that conversation, but I'm speaking something because I see your response. So I love it. Can't wait.
Everybody is always telling me to put my products on the market. And that is now, honestly, we're talking about physical work. That's a lot of physical work.
You
manufacturing a product is a lot of physical work.
It's a lot of physical work now because you're thinking about it only being you. We know
no. It's not going to just be me. It's not.
No. But what I'm saying is when you think of it that way, because I think of it bigger. They got all kind of stuff that make these things run instead of like manually doing it. Once it gets to that point, I know what like right now is. Sorry, my mind be to the roof already of my thought process.
It's a lot in that. It's a lot in that. I like to stay true to the holistic way of doing things, and I don't necessarily want to mass produce my product because it takes a lot of love out of it. So that's another conversation.
All right.
We're gonna have that. I get what you're saying. We look, my Jasmine, we've had so many conversations so far. So
yes, we have. So the alignment is aligning that we need to have that conversation. I know what you're saying. We definitely have.
And I would like it to be to remain a handmade product.
Yes.
Yes.
And I know it'll skyrocket, but it'll also take up a lot of not just my time, but other people's times as well, because I'm not the only person that makes it.
Right.
But we'll talk about it. That's a separate conversation.
Okay. But so the point of it all is the fact that Shonda, you have a system that can do whatever you put your mind to all in one place. So it's been a great pleasure to watch you just like run. I'm not gonna lie. So thank you. Thank you for being in that space, because I found you on a limb in a short time. And then if y'all know how much I changed my hair, I ain't got no locks no more. But if I ever come back, because I already reached out to you about that. I just really appreciate it.
Whenever you decide to make up your mind.
I know I'm gonna have to take the flight to do it, but stuff happens.
Girl, we were just talking about my travel business.
That's what I was gonna say. She travels. She travels too.
I forgot. Yeah, you can get the code and come to the horn.
My G said, "Look at here."
We were just talking about how hairstylists can
travel. I be thinking about that location in a cold, but because I be like, I ain't even got no coat and I need to get one before the 22nd.
I can come to you, my dear. That's a part of my business plan. You know that.
Yeah.
You know, since I'm a travel entrepreneur as well, and that's also something that I would like to teach other beauty pros, especially if they want to expand and add travel to their the list of services or the list of the things that they do, because then you literally blow up. So now you're going into event planning. Now you are a travel stylist. You get what I'm saying? And literally that's your gateway into being a celebrity stylist.
Man, on my mama, you can straight up, and it's me freestyling off the dome with this one, though. Look, check this out. You can straight up get a room, book them a room, like pamper, get something where you get pampered up, get the hair, all that good stuff.
You can create a whole, like literally, you can make it a whole experience for your client. It takes creativity, and it takes the right tools. You know what I mean? Now, having this travel business in your tool belt, you are definitely decreasing the cost what regular consumers would pay to do something like that.
Right.
You're chopping that in half. Not only that, but now you're a travel business owner. But guess what you can write off now?
Yeah.
All of it. Yep. Your travel. Yep. That's an expense, a business expense at the end of the year. Plus, you get
to write off any and all things travel. You can actually, if you work out of your home and you do your travel business out your home, guess what? You can write off part of your mortgage or part of your rent, because you are using a room or a part of your home for your e-commerce business. You can also write off your meals. You can write off your car note, your insurance.
Yeah, that's travel. Yep. Your everything, your gas, your light, your Wi-Fi, your internet, all that stuff.
For less than what it costs and what you pay in booth rent.
Yeah. For real. For real though. Yep. Hey. You just that's the game.
You definitely dropped some gems. I hope they caught these, but I'm super excited. Oh my God, Shonda, I can't wait to see what all you have in store. I can't wait to do some stuff with you, because I know mine definitely going like, oh, she said she travels up there. Guess what?
Yeah. That's what you're talking about, girl. I will come to you. Now let me just let me see how my schedule looking, because people be,
Baby, I already know it. Trust me. I know how it go. That's the same thing that I be having to do too. Oh, let's see what our schedule looking like. But I love it. I appreciate it. I thank you for your time. I know this is usually your day off to chill out. So thank you for coming back. You want to go ahead and plug where you can be seen, what's your socials, all that good stuff for the people. We got the website at the bottom, of course. Go get her ebook, y'all, at that website.
Yes, please go and download my ebook to find out how you can incorporate travel within your beauty business and expand and get additional lines of income other than the income you're making behind your chair. You can also reach me at 1341 52nd Street, Natural Styles by Shonda Locs. You can follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, all Shonda Locs. And yeah, that's it.
No doubt.
Yep,
That go that
look,
say
look
right
at
there.
Jermel plugging the website.
That
There
go
you
that
go.
website right there. Make sure y'all go get that. Y'all hit that yes.
Yes,
Send me that
yes. Go
ebook right
download
there.
the ebook. Come learn how you can get additional lines of income while your chair's spinning, so you can have extra income coming in when that chair stops.
No doubt, man.
Absolutely love it.
Man,
Thank
yeah.
you, Shonda. That look good. And yeah, that it's all clean. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Now I'm still thank y'all for number one. Thank y'all for being what I needed. You know what I mean? At the time when I was looking, knowing well, of course I knew exactly what I needed. But
Right.
thank y'all for being everything that I needed. Like literally, because I have both businesses and because I'm in the salon and I'm working with my hands all day. Y'all CRM system literally keeps everything intact. So all I gotta do is just pull up my laptop or pull it up on my phone. I'm looking at the analytics. If I wanted to post from it, I could post from it. I could schedule my post. You know what I mean? I could still stay ahead of the game when it comes to social media. You know what I mean? And not lag behind thanks to y'all CRM. So thank y'all for being everything that I needed and being everything that I needed to catapult both my businesses and possibly a third. We're gonna have a conversation. That's anyway.
Yes, yes, yes,
Thank
yes.
y'all for being what I needed, and I appreciate that.
Man, thank you for being everything that we needed too, because like things like that is what we really do it for. You know what I'm saying? You run into clients like you and people like you that be like, this is what I needed, this is what and you know it when you see it. You like, okay, this is it. And not only that you saw it, you went and put the work in. And that's what it means a lot. You know what I'm saying? I know if sometimes words can't express how somebody can be able to feel about what it is that you're doing, but it really does. It really means a lot when I see your stuff. I be like, look at this. She actually gets it, and she doesn't need you don't need the hand holding to the point where and because it's already back there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's
It's
back
already
there.
back there.
It's
You
back
know,
there. AI and automation. If people aren't up on it, they need to get up on it. You know what I mean? Because honestly, um, yeah, it's taking off. I think I seen a reel, or yeah, I did see like a video of meme that's saying that AI is taking off like how the internet did like 20
mm-hmm,
years ago.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
So if you don't get on top of it and learn how you can profit from it or make it work for you, then you're gonna be,
You're gonna
pretty
be out
much
of business.
fine. You're gonna be out. Exactly, you're gonna be out of business. Now,
Yep.
my salon business, as physical as it is, I still need,
Tools.
I still need tools. I need
Yep.
tools that have automation. Tools that allow me to, put stuff up
Yep.
and post it out for
Mm-hmm.
me when I can't.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Because
Tools that's able to keep up with my clients, that's
yeah.
able to send out text messages reminding them of their appointments, that
Yep.
track of what client had what done on what day, and this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? That pretty much aligns my day, my week, my months, my years.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah.
see, because on some real stuff, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna let you go because thinking about it from this perspective, right? Most of the people on the earth, like, on the other side of 60 and 70 and stuff like that, they getting ready to like, they finna transition. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And that was the generation that never really got into the internet. They weren't born with this stuff in their hands and different things like that. Where the people who are on the other side of 50 and younger are more internet people based. You know what I'm saying? And all businesses are going to be ran off of this text messaging, email, different things like that, because that's all we do now. Our
Absolutely.
kids are in our phone. The kids are in the phones. This is in the phones. And so, like you said, if you're not running a business that's going to be
Right.
automated in the next couple of years, you're going to be out of business, because these are going to be the people who the younger people are going to be the people who are going to be servicing all of these businesses. So good job, Shonda.
Absolutely.
I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? You ahead of the curve, girl. You ahead of the curve.
I gotta stay ahead of the curve. I'm not trying to get behind it. As you see the climate of our country right now, I'm not trying to rely on any resources. I need to rely on me and me power and what I know I can do and what I know I can get. And it's a lot out there I can get. I'm not looking for a handout. So I'm looking for people who are like-minded, just like me,
100%.
who are go-getters and who want things in life, who want to stay ahead of the curve and who want generational wealth. You know, I'm gonna say this and then we can end it. The only way we can get generational wealth is if we do things differently. Like, you know, our previous generation didn't do the things that they needed to do in order for us to have generational wealth. So let's change that. Let's do what we need to do so the generation behind us have the wealth.
Yeah.
So it starts with me. It starts here. It starts with, you know, changing the way I think, changing the way I move, you know, changing with the times and getting ahead of that curve. So, you know, the changes that hit my generation that's coming after me and they'll be straight.
Right.
100%.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. On that note, if y'all would like to hang out with us and have us know a little bit about yourselves and y'all business as well, go ahead to potboilerconnect.com/podcasters and go ahead, give us some information, set a date and time, and we'll record with y'all as well. It's been a pleasure, Jermel and Shonda Locs. New last night.
Make sure you tell people about the free group. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be able to. Did you say something about the free group?
Go ahead.
Hey, there we go. You know what I'm saying? Go to potboilerconnect.com and she always, hey, look, the boss is in the building. She always like, well, just go ahead. Potboilerconnect.com /free members. Make sure you get inside of our group. That's where we teach all the time. We teach you guys how to be able to use automated tools, anything that it is that you're trying to do to be able to build your business. We gone. My name is Jermel Reese.
If you would like to see how this ran or want a system like Shonda got, go ahead and hit potboilerconnect.com, set up a demo, or look at our pricing plans to see how we can help you. On that note, until next time, peace out.
Beg for stars. I sent one link, now I'm 5 so far. AI chat on the site like whoa. 24/7, yeah, the bot don't slow. Text blast heat, open rates on beast. Click through, kill, they ain't messing with these. No Zapier chains, I just